I'm Trey Brooks, Lake Erie College graduate, and I had the privilege of being with Coach Jonny for 2 years during my time there. But can honestly say he was one of my favorite coaches that I've ever had in my career. I think Coach Jonny is probably the most passionate coach that I've ever been around. He truly loves the game. He studies it day in, day out. He's always locked in, and he's a huge motivator too for all the players involved. Always eager to get into the gym with us, always happy to work out, show us the little things, the little details that we need to change our game, and really just a great person to be around. Positive influence, both on the court and off the court.
The type of positive impact that Coach Jonny Faddoul has had on me has been unbelievable. He has been one of the most influential coaches that I've ever been lucky enough to be coached by. He puts his players first, and he truly cares about us getting better and us winning, whether that means putting in extra hours of film, having extra sessions with us in his office when it's not mandatory, or putting us through a couple different workouts a day. He really goes the extra mile, and you could truly tell that he cares about his players, and he cares about winning, and he cares about basketball more than anything. And I just am very happy that I've been lucky enough to be coached by him for the last 2 years, because he is awesome.
Coach Jonny is one of the best coaches that ever helped me. When he was at the Lou, he helped me with so many pivots and just my offensive bag in general. All my footwork, I like to thank him for it, and he helped my touch too a lot.
There's not enough I can say in this short amount of time about Coach Jonny Faddoul, the type of person he is, the type of coach he is, starting off in the type of coach he is. Speaking from experience and my own experiences with Coach Jonny, he's literally taken my game to another level, and I know we've been able to do that through skill workouts. He's constantly sending me film. He's constantly sending me motivational texts, and that's the type of guy he is. He's going to keep all of his players motivated. You might get a text from him at 2 a.m, just saying, did you see this play, this play? I mean, that's how locked in he is on that stuff. And as a player, you want to play for a coach like that, a guy who's invested just as much as you are, and also a guy that can take your game to a whole nother level. Speaking on the kind of person he is, he's a guy that, everyone should look up to my age, because his marriage is something that is so beautiful. He speaks about his wife highly. Coach Jonny is honestly one of my favorite coaches I've ever had.
You've been rocking for so long. You already know how he is, man. But, you've been there, man. That's all I can say. You've been there for years. If I need something, I know I got you on my corner. You was there when I was a 17-year-old kid, 16, 17 to 23, 24-year-old adult, in college. It's like, and you're the same guy, man. It's like, that's what I like about you. You're genuine. You're there if I need you mentally, athletically, academically, you're there. And it's like, it's rare to have somebody like that in your corner 24/7, man. It's like, I thank you, man. I can't thank you enough, honestly. And it's like, let's just keep this relationship rolling.
Coach Jonny is hands down one of the best coaches I've ever had. I only had him for a short few years, but it felt like I had him my whole life. Coming my second year I had Coach Jonny, I actually coming back from my neck injury, and I was really down and out. And that summer, every single day, he and I were in the gym, and he really, during that time, instilled a love for the game back for me. And I'll forever be grateful for his lessons, his enthusiasm, his energy, his excitement, his encouragement, and his criticism, most importantly. I'm gonna miss him. I'm retired now, and I love you, Coach Jonny.
He loved the game, and he know how to motivate his players and keep us in the right mental space and stuff like that. He's a very important piece to a team. I feel like he could help any program win anything, nationals, whatever they want to get to. I feel like he can help them get to that as a coach, because he's more than a coach to the people. He's very passionate about outside of the game, inside of the game. He'll teach you everything. He has a basketball mind, and I feel like he's very important to any team that he belongs to, because he does so much for all his players, and it's never a time when I feel like, if it's a coach that I feel like I need to talk to, I feel like it's him. I think that he is a good person to put in place of any position when it comes to basketball.
For the last 2 years, Coach Jonny's really made an impact on my life by really bringing passion to the game, really treating me like family, and just being one of the most down-to-earth coaches I've ever had.
he really speaks to us as like not just a coach, but as like a mentor and as like a friend. He was always willing to help us go the extra mile, whether just doing like personal workouts at almost any time of the day. And he was willing to connect with us, like in case we had any troubles or anything else. He was the person I would go to speak to.
Coach Jonny is a great coach. I'm gonna start off by saying that he made sure that I did the necessary things to become a better basketball player, whether that be being better defensively, being better at shooting. Just he made sure that everything that I needed to get to the next level and get to where I wanted to be. He made sure that he pushed me to do that every single day. He wasn't afraid to tell me what I needed to be done. He wasn't a person that, just patted me on the back because of my ability already. He made sure that I always knew that there was always room for improvement and always room for getting better. And I thank him for that. And, also off of the court, he just he's the type of guy that he's gonna be your coach for life, whether that be on the floor or off the floor. He's going to make sure that you always have what you need. He's always going to be there to help you and give you advice and always keep you uplifted.
I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for me over these last 5-6 years. Not only with basketball, but just being a friend and a mentor for me. And I remember you were my first circuit AAU coach ever. And I was extremely nervous because I was playing up as an 8th grader. And, I didn't really have a lot of confidence in myself. And besides my dad, you were one person that really believed in me. And ever since then, you've been someone who I could come to not only for wisdom with basketball, but just as someone I could talk to with confidence. And I want to say thank you for that. And especially for not changing, because I know a lot of people, when they get high up in the basketball world, become very selfish. And you were never like that. You've always been a caring and loving and selfless person. So I want to say thank you. Hopefully I can see you soon, but thank you for everything. Love you, Coach.
My guy, Coach Jonny, a friend, a coach, mentor, going to be the hardest worker in the gym easily. Most detailed guy I've ever met. Without him, I probably wouldn't be where I am today with the love of the game, teaching you about intangibles, all about the details. Love Coach Jonny.